that link is invalid. That's why.
Okay, link is showing invalid.
Yeah,
The
link
link
is showing
you
invalid.
okay, link you would have received on your mail ID, no?
Yeah, I got it mail ID, so I just click my Zoom link ID, so it's showing invalid. So I just enter Zoom ID and password. Down password is also there, no? That's why I just enter password and so just able to connect. So.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, no issues. Without wasting the time, I'm going to start the session now. Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, can you please share the mail ID again?
No problem, Vinod. We will take a question and answer session. Then I'll share my mail ID with you as well as phone number.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm saying
Yeah.
anyways. I'm sharing it right now. Right now.
Yeah, sure.
Check it now.
So what about the ARN process?
Yeah,
Is
they
there?
are they are waiting for some time, because I have already shared resumes of all the candidates who have applied. Okay, like you and
Okay,
5-6 more people have applied. Okay,
okay, fine.
so they do have back-to-back placement drives of different colleges and universities. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so they are taking
Okay,
some time when scheduling R1.
okay, sir.
Okay, it will be definitely it will be. I hope Vinod you would have got
So,
my mail ID as well as phone number now.
sir, any
Uh,
good opportunities data analyst? Like I applied one any infotech company something for data
Okay,
analyst.
okay.
I got mail from your site IIBM, so I just applied. If you have any other opportunities, just share.
I'll share, yeah. So
Okay,
today we will discuss about how to make a good resume for freshers. Okay.
uh, can you please let me know your name so that I can update in the phone?
You can write it as placement officer. That's it.
Yeah, sure.
That will work. Okay. Can you see my
Yeah.
screen, Vinod and Vibhor?
Uh,
yes, sir. I can see it.
Okay. So it's today's discussion is all about tips to make a good resume for freshers. There are 5 top tactics, okay, to create the best fresher resume format. It's all about what a fresher should mention in the CV and what a fresher should not mention in the CV. Okay, today we will discuss about these things. What kind of format he should have, what kind of skills he should mention, what kind of projects, what kind of different extracurricular activities he has done or taken participated in those. Okay, so when creating a fresher resume format, remember that these short actionable tips. Okay, number one is don't simply list what courses and internships you have done. Don't simply list out those courses and internships. Okay, it helps a hiring manager if they can learn about the important things you did in those roles. What you need to do is you need not to just list out the name of the internship. What you need to do is you need to describe the internship or the training what you have gone through, so that the hiring manager or the HR manager or the manager who is or the person who is going to shortlist your CV can come to know about the things what you have done during your internship or during your project or during your training. Okay, if they can learn about the important things you did in those roles, for example, started ACM student chapter in Mumbai around artificial intelligence and control theory. Okay, in that case make sure that you use right resume buzzwords. Okay, and avoid the bad ones. Now what is the buzzwords? Buzzwords are those words or the keywords what helps a manager or the screening manager to know about the skill sets or the technologies or the areas in which you have worked or the skill sets you have. Okay, next comes modify your resume to match the interest of the organization you are applying to. Say for example you are applying for a data science job, then your resume must be modified according to the company. Say for example there is a company whose work profile is into say for example using Python. Okay, data science, working on the data science using Python or R or any other technology. Okay, then what you need to do is you need to format your resume as per that organization only. Whatever the technologies are being used in that company, you can go through the company's website and then you can modify in your resume. You can modify your resume before sending to that company, so that your resume and the job description what is shared by the company HR can match. Okay, and don't be vague. Don't be vague means don't mention like anything in your resume, and paint a complete picture of who you are. What you need to do is you need to give a complete picture of yours, not the photography. I'm not talking about complete picture means photography here. I'm talking about the skill sets. I'm talking about the projects you have done. I'm talking about the knowledge you have. I'm talking about the educational qualifications, what you have done in your past. Okay. And how you are good for the job. What you need to mention there is you need to mention that why you are suitable for a particular job. Next comes design your resume with care and make sure your most valuable work catches recruiters' attention. When you design your resume, then what you need to do is you need to make sure that the valuable works whatever you have done that should come in attention of the recruiter. Okay, and don't build a 10 plus pages resume just to show everything you have ever done. Remember, it is your resume, not your biography. What you need to do is in a resume you need to mention only the key skill sets and the basic work profile, work whatever you have done. You need to mention that, not the whole biography or each and everything about the job you have done. So for example, if you are mentioning that I used to work there for 10 hours every day, 15 hours every day, that are the some things what you should not mention over there. Okay, now here comes, what is a fresher's resume? Okay, a fresher's resume refers to a resume created by an individual who has recently graduated from high school or college or who has very limited working experience. What is a fresher's resume? It is very simple. The person who either don't have any kind of experience or who do have very little experience, so that is called the resume of the fresher who have just come out of the college or the school or the university, whatever we can say. For first time he is looking for the job. Okay, and the most candidates who are freshers use functional resume format instead of the more commonly used chronological resume format. What they use functional resume. The functional resume format highlights your skill sets, your abilities, instead of focusing on your experience or lack thereof. Okay, what a functional resume do? Functional resume highlights your skill sets and abilities, that what skills you have acquired and what abilities you do have, rather than focusing on the experience what you have done. Okay, so how to write a resume formatted for the freshers? How to write a resume formatted for the freshers? Like in my initial stage or initial PPT, sorry, slide, I told you read the job description. What you need to do is you need to read the job description, and according to the job description you need to modify that of your resume. Okay, every resume should be specific to the skills and qualities needed to be successful in the role you are applying for. In your resume, those all skill sets must be mentioned that you are applying for a job. Okay, and should so you have the same set of core values as the employer. What you need to show there is you need to show that you are the one who do have all those values, who do have all those skill sets what employer is looking for. Okay, if you make a simple resume and you send it to so many companies, it is not going to work for you. So what you need to do is you need to make a specific resume. I'm not saying you make your resume every time. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is you need to do some little changes according to the company's requirement, according to the JD what you have received from the company. Okay, so reading the job description before you write your resume will help you to choose the keywords. Keywords plays very vital role while you apply for the job. Okay, so you should include throughout your resume keywords. What you should include in your resume throughout the keywords. Include your contact information. The first section of resume should state all of your contact information. In first section, all of your contact information should be there, including your name, address, city and state, phone number and email address. Some people prefer not to include their entire address, but if you have lived close to the office of the job you are applying for, including your full address may help you stand out. Okay, what it can do, say for example you are applying for a company in Delhi, say for example South Delhi, and on the same time you are applying, okay, and you mention that you also reside in Delhi, that also in South Delhi. In that case it can help you a lot, that company would hire you very early, because company would think ki this is a candidate who is from my locality and he would stay with us for a long time. Okay, this is in that way. For example, what you can do is Kelly Sender, 889 South Bend Avenue, Millbrook. This is, Kelly Sender. What Kelly Sender is name of the person. This is his complete address. This is his contact number. This is his mail ID. And this is his blog address. What is it? It is his blog address. So it is your complete information. If someone want to go through your blogs, then he can go. If he want to contact you through the phone, he can contact through the phone here. If you want to connect to you through the mail, then he can connect through the mail here. Next is write a powerful summary statement. What you need to do, guys, is you need to write a powerful summary statement here. The next section of your resume should be a personal summary that states who you are as a professional and what your goals are. What you should do, you should make your summary that what an individual, as an individual you are, and what are your goals, what you want to do, and why you are the best candidate for the position you are applying for. This is also important. A good resume summary statement should convey your knowledge and passion for the role you are applying to, and you will be of value to the employer. If you will summarize accordingly, then definitely it is going to be worth for you, and it is going to help you a lot to stand as apart from all the people who are applying for the job. In this, what you can mention as per your choice, as per your skill sets, as per your criteria, as per your requirements, as per your own opinion, whatever you are. Okay, you can make it summary. So for example, you can say ki in a recent college, what you can write there, a recent college graduate with a major in business administration and minor in accounting, seeking entry level position as a junior accountant with a medium to large sized accounting firm, that I can grow senior level positions within, highly motivated professional who earned high honors throughout the college and contributed to year-end audits and forecastings with the social recognition from their senior accounting team during my internship. So what you have done here is you have told about yourself, your educational qualification, the kind of organization you are looking for, the level of entry you are looking for here. You have told here your motivate your level in the terms of motivation, and you have told here as well as about the things what you have done during your internship. So almost most of the things have already been covered in this section. Next comes choose the skills you want to highlight. Now guys, it is also most important topic, and most of the things depend upon it only. If your skill sets or the key skills what you are going to mention are not good or are not as per the requirement of the company, okay, then your resume would be rejected at the time or would not be sorted out for further rounds or for further processing. Okay, so your next step is to choose the technical hard skills and soft skills you have which are most relevant to being successful in the position you are applying for. Mentioning skill sets totally depend upon the job role you are applying for. So always remember that you need to mention those skills only what are required by the company employer through the help of JD what you have received from the company. Okay, because of whenever you apply for a job you receive a JD from the company that this is the thing what I'm doing or I'm looking for. Okay, when listing your skills, is the best to use one or two column format that states the skill or your entry level experience with the skills. Okay, so computer skills advanced, mathematical skills advanced, communication skills you can mention the level, communication skills expert, customer service skills expert, critical thinking and problem solving again advanced, you can mention like this. Okay, and next what you can do is you can highlight your education, training and certifications from where you have done your education, your education qualification and all the things also can be mentioned over here. Okay, the next section of your resume comes to highlight the most relevant education, training, and certifications you have done, or you have. This could include your major and minor in the college, professional license and certifications, certificate courses taken in the college, and additional professional training. If you earned honors and exceptional grades for scholarships, you can also highlight this information in this section. Okay, example: education, training, and certification resume section for the freshers. But you can mention licensed health, life, and annuity insurance agent. This is license number, when you got it in April, and its validity is till date, and where you have acquired it. It is from New York City University, New York, and in New York, and by include relevant experience. What you need to do is you need to include relevant experiences in your resume. Relevant experiences means you're generally, when we are talking about a fresher, then relevant experiences comes here: the training, the internship, what you have done during your course tenure. Okay, so not having professional work experience does mean you don't have any relevant experience. Okay, can include in your resume. While this section will not be focused on your resume, you can include this section if you have experience such as internship, volunteer work, educational projects, or the relevant coursework that provide evidence of your skills and knowledge. Okay, this section should include the name of the experience or project and brief description of what you did in these experiences relevant to the position you are applying for. So it's basically about mentioning your internships, your training, and all what you have done. Okay, in this section basically it does not cover the experience what you have done. In some cases experience can be mentioned in a resume of a fresher. Again, say for example, before pursuing your PG, after your graduation, you would have worked for 2 years, 3 years, and then you are pursuing your PG. In that case, you can mention your experience also here. But that should be relevant. If your experience is not relevant, then you should not mention that experience here. Now, guys, what do we mean by relevant experience and experience? This is a very important term to be understand here. Relevant experience comes the
Sir, we can
experience.
hello.
Yeah.
So can we can means mention that 6 months training experience from IIB?
Definitely you can mention that the internship experience here.
Okay.
Okay, so it is relevant experience means, say for example, you are applying for a sales job. Okay, and before and after, before your PG and after your graduation, you have done work in any company as a sales executive or sales assistant, manager, sales, whatever. Okay, in that case, if you are applying for a sales job and you have worked in sales field only, in that case you can mention your experience and that will be counted as a relevant experience. One thing, is it clear? Is it clear, Vibhor?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Actually, I'm only the no more participants there.
Okay,
Hello.
yes, okay. And
Yes, sir.
example experience section for fresh resume: youth reach out charities, you can mention like this. Okay, next is proofreading. The last step in
सर
writing a fresher
एक
resume
क्वेश्चन
is.
था सर. हेलो सर, सॉरी
Yes,
फॉर
yes,
इंटरप्ट.
yes.
एक क्वेश्चन था सर.
Mm-hmm.
जैसे मैंने सारा मतलब 6 मंथ्स ट्रेनिंग एक्सपीरियंस भी ये रेज्यूमे मेंशन किया है और naukri.com वगैरह में भी डाल के रखा है, लेकिन कॉल्स मतलब आते नहीं है डेटा एनालिस्ट और बिजनेस एनालिस्ट रिलेटेड.
Here,
तो
what you need
मतलब
to do is,
naukri.com.
got your
यस.
point. Got your point. What you can do is, you're requested to kindly share some screenshots of your Naukri profile with me. Then I'll tell you where you're lacking behind. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir. I'll share
Share
this.
screenshots of your Naukri, profile. Then I'll tell you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll share you
Okay.
screenshot
So
of my
proofread.
profiles.
Last is
Okay.
proofread. The last step in writing a fresher resume is to proofread that what you have written. You can read your resume out loud and have a friend or family member proofread your resume for you. This will help you to find any spelling or grammar errors, check for the inconsistencies, ensure your resume highlights the features that make you the best candidate for the position, and ensure your resume is honest and memorable. What you should be? Your resume should be very honest and it should be memorable so that you can learn it or you can remember it at the time of telling to the employer. Sometimes what happens, we have mentioned something in our resume, okay, but we don't know. In that case, employer very early predicts that the thing what he have mentioned in resume is fake. So that's not only should, must not be ever. Okay. So here are a few tips to keep in your mind when writing a fresher resume. Properly include interest and hobbies in your, while writing your resume, your interest and hobbies must be there. Keep your resume to one page. When you're writing a fresher's resume, your resume you should try to keep in one page. Max to max, what you can do is you can make it in 2 pages. If you are mentioning about your internships and training and all whatever you have done in brief detail, with brief detail, highlight your willingness to learn. What you need to do is you need to show to the employer that you are willing to learn and you are very adaptable to the change. Okay, because it shows very good symbols and signs to a employer that yeah, this is the employee whom I should hire because she do have a zeal to learn. Okay, and include a miscellaneous section if needed. What you can do is you can include a miscellaneous section in that, and that is the all for today. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, एक question था sir. Hello.
yes, tell me.
Sir, means